Okay, we're going to talk about spare parts and tools that I carry because I cannot afford downtime. For a couple years we've been traveling. I've never had more than a 4-hour downtime, and it's because I'm prepared. I'm also slightly a gearhead, so if you're not a gearhead, don't buy these tools, just call a mobile company. But if you are a gearhead and you will fix a problem like me, here's what I carry and why. First of all, we have front bearings. Front bearings have this lubricant in them, so I carry extra of that. I carry extra oil here. This is spare airline in case I bust an airline. Here's spare airline as well. I carry, safety-wise, I have to carry these. These are, should have been prepared for this. These are these little lights that if I get broken down, I have to put out on the roadway. And here's my triangles. It's the same thing for a DOT thing. I carry a spare belt, okay, it's a 6 CTA 8.3 Cummins. I carry this. Everybody should have one of these, okay? This is called a torque multiplier. This helps you get your lug nuts off. I'm not going to demonstrate it right now, but a torque multiplier is an awesome thing to have. If you're on the side of the road and you have a spare tire, you can do it yourself and save $1,000 replacing your own tire yourself without having to call a mobile company. So torque multiplier off of Amazon. Okay, next, let's go around to the other side here. I carry a I carry an entire socket set and wrench set with me. Here's also my electrical bin. I have spare wires. I have my, fuses, stuff like that. Then I've got all my connectors in here, press connectors and so on. Plumbing. Here's all my plumbing fittings. We'll talk about that in a separate video. And then we've got more electrical and air fittings in here. Testers and so on. Random tools. Those are hovercraft things. So we got that stuff. I carry some extra lights. So in case I have a DOT inspection and the light's out, if I have a cracked screen, I can replace the screen and spare lights. I think this is all from trailers.com or something like that. These are the cheapest place to buy it. This is my air dryer filter. This is part of the air dryer filter. I carry a spare one of those in case it freezes up. Turbocharger seal. And you're like, Matt, why do you have a turbocharger seal? Because I carry a spare turbocharger. Why do I carry a spare turbocharger? Because it is a pain in the butt to find an HX40, I think that's what it is, turbocharger. Pain in the butt, and they're expensive to find when you need them. If I have my turbo go out, I'm dead in the water. It is a vital engine component. Now it shouldn't, it should be fine, but I will carry a spare turbocharger. That's kind of how crazy it is. So there's my whole set. So there's my turbocharger. I also carry a spare bladder here, air spring. These air springs are 25 years old. They're still good, but if one goes bad, I want to know that I've got one that won't screw up my suspension while I'm on the road. Can you say hi, Livs? Hi. Okay. Also, inside here, I think it's in this one. Here we go. This is this. Okay, why do I have these? Because this is a MD3060. That's the transmission. It's an Allison MD3060. These units are not made anymore. You can't even buy them. How do I have this? This is used, refurbished, tested. What did it cost? I got it really inexpensively at $2,000. $2,000. Why do I have a spare? Because if that ever goes out, I'm dead in the water. I can't go anywhere. It's an electronic component that's not made anymore that I can't risk not having. So I carry a spare one. So that's a $2,000 insurance policy to keep my transmission running. And yes, I've tested it. Yes, it's phenomenal. And you can have them programmed if you want to. An Allison dealer can change the programming on when your shifting happens and so on. So that's kind of a nice thing if you don't like how your rig is shifting and you've got an MD3060 or even a later Allison as well. So there's that. And I carry, let's see here, this is a spare regulator for my generator. All right, so I had a new one put on and I just kept the old one because I don't know why. I know it still works fine because the old one worked too, but I tend to replace components that are old even if they're working, just because I need to guarantee this thing's working fine. So this is an old old generator regulator for my my front generator there. I carry one of those. Everything else in there, bearings, front wheel bearings. I carry a spare set of those. I think that is it. Yeah. So without going through every single tool, that's kind of a smattering of what I carry with me to be sure that I don't get stuck on the side of the road. Now, yes, I could lose a cylinder. I don't have a spare cylinder. I could lose, pick one of a million random things. But what I carry are things that are easy for me to replace in 2 hours or less, and would keep me going on the road and save me thousands of dollars. So I will carry these things with me for 20 years, even if I never use them. So that's kind of the deal with that. We'll talk about plumbing stuff later because that's kind of an interesting topic on these old RVs. So anyway, that's it for now. Bye.